It's a very foggy October morning. It's Friday, October 14th, and I find myself back in the bay once more. And yeah, it's adventure time, transit adventure time. So my adventure today is going to take me out to the town of Crockett and hopefully Port Costa. Westcat is still free for the entire month of October, but when the video comes out, it will not, in fact, be October. But yeah, I'm gonna go enjoy the free Westcat and take you along on my adventure. So first step is to catch my Caltrain, which leaves soon. Yo, no shot. New ticket readers just dropped. Hello, it's like what they have on the ferry. All right.
Should I say stand tail, bell brake, and 20 seconds before entering.
In SF, this is the Central Subway. It hasn't opened to the public yet, but they're starting testing. Amazing. This project has been going on for years now. It's kind of insane. Made it to 4th and King. Time for the very healthy in-station Subway sandwich. Right here, this is one of the new Muni stations, 4th and Brannan. So I left myself a 50-minute connection between 4th and King and the Transbay Terminal, which is where my next destination is, to catch the Lynx bus. So on my way to the Transbay Center Terminal, whatever, there's this really sketch alley, and inside this sketch alley is the Golden Gate Transit Yard. It's where they stow their commuter buses during the morning, well, when they're not running in the morning and afternoon peaks. So because Golden Gate Transit runs such an extensive commuter service, in addition to the routes that they have servicing the North Bay, this is where they keep their midday layover buses, for buses that do a peak run and then come layover in SF, and then go back to doing the afternoon peak runs. It's this really sketch under the highway sort of situation, but this is where the buses used to start for the normal routes. Buses still start here, but not as much. Obligatory stop for caffeine. It's a bus. 30 minutes later, the Salesforce Center is in sight. Westcat Lynx. That's my bus. SF by bus is always my favorite way of traveling, to or from the city, because you get to go over the Bay Bridge, and it always feels like I'm on a plane landing. It's really nice. Except I don't like flying. So, after a shorter ride than expected, guess there was no detour, so just got on the bus, and we've almost immediately been informed that there is police activity on the freeway, and it has been shut down, so it's going to be an interesting ride to Hercules now. We are at the Hercules Transit Center, and it's here that I'm transferring to the Route 11. The Route 11 will take me to Crockett. There's the bus I took from SF. There's a bus, the C3, going to Contra Costa College. 3 C's. Slay! So the Route 11 dropped me off here in Crockett, in front of the Crockett Historical Museum, which is in the old train depot, at the foot of the Carquinez Bridge, in front of the C&H sugar plants that I've seen so many times on the Capital corridors to and from Davis and San Jose. And it's here that I'm going to begin a little hike to Port Costa, keeping in theme with the last video, little hike. And yeah, there is a train scheduled to pass through soon, so gonna stick around waiting for that, and then on to the hike. Kind of funny how much it smells like sugar in front of the C&H plant, but onwards to the hike. Right off the bat, this is already a hilly walk. You can see all the cars have curbed their wheels, just like they do in SF. Free, but at what cost? So, as I'm walking, I haven't even hit the hiking trail yet, but this is already a very interesting tiny town. A lot more hills than I thought there would be. And here it is, the Bull Valley Trail, the start of my adventure to Port Costa. So, right now, about a quarter of the mile way through, or is it more of half a mile? I don't know, whatever. It's been a point in time. I hear crossing gates, but this trail is so steep, but it's nice. Anyway, I hear crossing gates, which means train. I have come to the sad conclusion that there's no easy way for me to see the train, but you can hear it, so hooray, I guess. Okay, you can barely see it, but the middle locomotive there is painted in special Winter Olympics colors when it was in Salt Lake City. Salt Lake 2002. For all my wonderful viewers on this channel, a reminder that 2002, as of filming, was exactly 20 years ago. Think about that before you go to sleep tonight. What's saddening me even more is that just a few meters away was a perfect vantage point of all the trains. Man, this pathway's long. Rare, mythical San Joaquin single deck set. Yeah, there's one or two train sets that Amtrak San Joaquin's uses that are run with single deck coaches and a cabbage unit at one end. And a cabbage unit is basically it's train cab and it's baggage car. And the cabbage unit that they use is a former F40PH that's painted in the former Caltrain colors, which is super cool. Never really know which San Joaquin train set it's assigned to, so it's always super lucky to see it in action. So right here is Eckley Pier, roughly the halfway point between here and Port Costa. This weird old brick shelter thing. I don't know what the history behind it is. Some more updates from the trail. Some time ago this was all on fire. Fortunately it's not anymore, but California moment. This is my weekly torture of my legs. And to think I still have to hike all the way back. So, at the end of my trail, it appears that I have made maybe a wrong turn or two, because I am still what looks like 200-300 feet above the town of Port Costa. But you know what? I'm gonna count this as making it to Port Costa anyway, because that's what's important. Yeah. Oh, the trail actually kind of continues down. Okay, I'm gonna go as far as I can before the elevation looks like it'll be too much of a pain to climb back on. But yeah, here we are, 2.5 miles later. I'm at the town of Port Costa. Okay, so it does appear that the trail continues downwards that way. But the town is at sea level, and I am very much not. So I think this is where I will end my hike and turn back for the beautiful, beautiful town of Crockett. Ah, you can't see it. Well, with that hike over, it's time to walk back to Crockett, another 2.5 miles. I have 45 minutes to catch a bus that leaves in 46. Uh-oh. So, some mid-hike thoughts, or I guess this is the middle of the hike, technically. It's a nice trail, like, I don't mind the hike, it's good exercise and stuff like that, and it's fun. However, I do mind the fact that I have to do it twice, like I now turn this into an out and back adventure, instead of like last time, where I was able to just take the bus back a couple of miles. Yeah, still a good hike. Just sad that Westcat doesn't run a service to Port Costa, which is still part of Contra Costa County. It's just, you know, doesn't get regular bus service. Dial-A-Ride does go there, but I am clearly not 65, so no Dial-A-Ride for me. Onwards back to Crockett. As I began to walk closer to Crockett, the sickeningly sweet smell of the C&H factory is starting to get noticeable. Well, that's rural. Going down a different route because Google told me to. So, the reason I am rushing to get to the bus right now is because, well, the 11, the route that I want to catch, normally comes twice an hour. This time, during the midday, between 3:20 and 4:32, there are no buses. Instead of running twice an hour, there is an hour and 10-minute gap. Hour and 12-minute. So, I am now trying to race against time to make the 3:20 bus, because otherwise I will have to spend an hour and 12 minutes extra in Crockett, and I don't know how I'm going to do that. So, fingers crossed, I make the 3:20 bus. Google says 1 mile to go. I can do this. Civilization, but the bus stop is yet further away. So, back to more rants about free transit. Westcat recently posted something on their social media commenting on the fact that their transit ridership is up 60% than last month. This is because the month of October, it's all been free, so more people have been inspired to ride transit. So this shows that free transit works. It's just that no one wants to fund free transit. However, certain transit systems, like Unitrans, are free. Undergrad students flash their registration cards, and that allows them onto the bus without paying. This is because the undergrads pay a fee. So sometimes with free transit, what happens is the transit fees are incorporated into taxes. So more people are inspired to use transit because it's like you're already forced to pay for it, so might as well get your money's worth. So this is what people do with Unitrans. That's why our ridership is so high. We transport 20,000 people a day in a town of 70K. So, that's my rant on free transit, why it should exist. And also, it inspires day trips like mine. Like, I went all the way to Port Costa, and most of it was free because it was on Westcat. So, just something to think about if you, my dearest viewer, are ever in a position to argue for free transit. I do have a slight amount of time, so I'm detouring via this little park because I spy a water fountain, and I need some water. I did it. Hiked 2.5 miles in 45 minutes, and I beat the bus. So, surprisingly, my bus wound up going to this random biotech research park, whatever, that Google Maps did not say it went to. So, I got off because there's a Lynx bus that I want to take to SF. However, if I'd ridden the 11 all the way back to the transit center, it wouldn't have dropped me off there in time. However, getting off here, I can now catch the Lynx, and that makes it a direct ride back to SF. Hopefully. Hello, my savior. So I'm a little bit bummed that my bus isn't a double deck, but I am also the only one on board this entire coach bus. So how much can I really complain? Certified 580 moment. Yo, it's SF. And just a little bit later, the only passenger on that bus, I am here in San Francisco, and it's now that I'll start making my way home. I have about 50 minutes before my connection to the Caltrain Baby Bullet, and that's going to take me back to Palo Alto. Nice.
Yeah.
So I have decided that in order to give my very tired legs a rest, I'm going to try to find the Muni 30 or 45 or 8, and that'll take me back to the Caltrain station. So Google Maps is suggesting to me that I might be able to take a bus run by the Mission Bay TMA directly to the Caltrain station from the Salesforce Center. So we shall see if this turns out to be true. I've never heard of it. I don't know where the stop is, but guess we'll find out. So Google Maps says that the stop should be at 500 powered, and I am here. But where exactly is it supposed to load? It's okay, I have time. I guess we'll find out. Okay, I think that right there is the shuttle, given that it says Mission Bay Shuttle. Huh. I guess we're just car siding it. So, the Mission Bay Shuttle has brought me to here, just outside of the Caltrain station. I vaguely knew this service existed, but had never ridden it until today. So, from what I can tell, this is a peak-only service, which is why I've never ridden it before, but I guess it technically is a direct shuttle connection between the Transbay Terminal and Caltrain, so hooray for that, I guess. It could definitely use a lot more publicity. Like, I had no idea it existed or where to get on. The stops aren't marked at all. But yeah, the stops aren't marked at all, so you don't know where to get on. And the routing on Google Maps isn't the actual routing the bus follows, so just another one of those weird Bay Area commuter shuttles. Anyway, it's on to Caltrain, and I get to take a baby bullet back to Palo Alto. Hopefully the wind doesn't screw up this clip too much. Two trains are heading off in the same direction. I haven't seen that before. And there goes a third train heading the direction I just went. Like, what is happening? And so we have come to the end of my great travel adventure today. yeah, it was really good to ride Westcat, now that it's free. So free transit is free transit. I have no idea what's going on with Caltrain right now because there goes train number 4 in the last 5 minutes. It's heading southbound. Yeah, I don't know. But yeah, I hiked 7 miles today, combined with the walk from the Caltrain station to the Salesforce Center and then the actual hike itself. So sufficient to say that my legs are jelly. And yeah, thank you for watching, and I will see you guys